We don't know where we're going, we don't know what's going to happen, but no one can take away from you what you put in your own mind. This is a quote I read recently in The Choice by Dr. Edith Eger, a psychologist and survivor of the concentration camps. And it stands out to me in particular because as I reflect on it's crazy to say this, almost 2 years since I graduated college, life has been anything but certain. In fact, the only certainty about life is that it is uncertain. What I've come to realize is that in uncertainty, we can either view it as a nightmare or a journey. And it all depends on the perspective you keep. As human beings, we are wired for safety. Safety equals survival, right? And oftentimes, to get that safety, we seek control. We seek to control the narrative of our life and to fill it with as much certainty as possible. But I don't know about you, when I think about all of the different sort of storylines or narratives I've written in my head the past few years, whether it comes to career, relationships, you name it, I genuinely don't believe I can name a single one that has gone according to plan. And I think that illustrates the point, right? That we live in this society where we're taught, for better or worse, that input equals output. The outcome you desire should be within your control as long as you put in the necessary steps to get there. But far too often, that is just not the case. Life has this magic way of just throwing a wrench in every one of your plans. And in those instances, when we're so attached to the storyline or the outcome, and it doesn't pan out the way we thought it would, that's when we spiral out of control. We look to the past for an explanation for why things didn't work out, and all we find is regret. We look to the future out of fear, out of those what ifs, and all we're left with is stress and anxiety. The only moment we actually have any degree of certainty or control over is the present. The only place where we can exercise our freedom of choice is in the present. The past has already happened. The future may or may not happen. So whether you like it or not, all you're left with is the present. And this is exactly where you're meant to be, right? In a desire to seek safety, control, certainty, you're able to find it in the present through your power of choice, in choosing what sort of thoughts you keep in your head, because your thoughts will influence your actions. And when I think about all of this, I'm reminded of two words in particular that I don't really know when I first started repeating them to myself, but I found that throughout college, whenever my back felt like it was against the wall, when I was at these low moments in my life when my future felt anything but certain, I had a choice. I could either stay there and let life happen to me, or I could move forward. And not just move forward, but move forward with positivity and persistence. Because what I've come to realize, at least through my own experience, call me an optimist or whatever, is that when you're able to maintain a positive outlook, perspective on life, you're more likely to persist in your actions. And in the past, gosh, call it almost 2 years since graduating, in the past year since quitting my first job out of school, what I've come to realize is that as long as you're able to continue to persist, even when uncertainty is in front of you and all that life really is, life just has a way of working itself out, even if it doesn't go according to plan.